we have the pleasure of having Honorable West Bengal Governor, Sri C.V Ananda Bose with us, with One India right now. Thank you for joining with us, sir. So, as the Governor of West Bengal, you have been always at loggerheads with CM Mamata Banerjee. In between, often you have been at loggerheads with the CM. How you manage that political pressure? How you manage the equation with CM?
See, when I first went there was this snake and mongoose game between the then governor and the chief minister. I tried to change the game to Tom and Jerry. Who is Tom, who is Jerry? That game alternated between us. At times, it is also snake and ladder. Somebody will go deep down, will come up. This seesaw battle was going on. But there was an underlying appreciation for each other. I came without any prejudice. When I joined there, so many leaders told me, and I also knew from the media, that Bengal CM Mamata is a difficult person to deal with. But then, I have had interaction with many difficult persons even before. If one is difficult, you cease to be difficult. Things will settle down. We started off with a very, very mode of mutual appreciation. We made it very clear also. I also told, the CM told me, that is Mamata told me, Governor sir, I have read a lot about you, I heard a lot about you. I know that you are an impartial person. I would like to continue this thing. I also said, you are the elected chief minister. In my conception, the front face of government is the elected chief minister, not the nominated governor. I will always remain in the background. I will only facilitate your job as a chief minister. I am not here to create any problems for you. I think we expressed these sentiments in the beginning itself. So the beginning was good. Then we also started conveying our opinions on WhatsApp, encrypted WhatsApp, so that, public statements are public statements. Public statements are politically oriented. I, as a governor, I try to keep off politics. The political leader can always say whatever she or he wants, even about the governor. I should not take it on a personal plane. When there were some such areas of gray areas, she would explain to me what is behind the political statements that you are making. Though it was an initial discomfiture for me, I could understand that. Why in that context such a statement is made. But we had an understanding that, of give and take, mutual respect. Then at the time of election, then every political party will try any game in their advantage. There, of course, I was criticized very, very badly, even hurting my self-respect and reputation. Then I sued the chief minister for defamation. The court ordered, don't speak such things about the governor. That order still remains. That is only for a brief period. Then the CM herself told me, sir, I want to come and meet you. I said, you're always welcome. She came, she met me. For 1 hour she was with me. I don't want to come in the public domain of what we talked. But she came with the olive leaf branch. I accepted it. Now it is again, we are moving on, mutual respect and understanding. And I was also told, even though we criticized you, we know that you are a gentleman. She told the press also. We know that. And in the last 2 years, you have not done any political game. That also we know. But we took some stance against you because of political reasons. The latest one was Kumbh Mela. I went to Kumbh Mela because I was invited by the UP Chief Minister. So I went there, and also I'm also a devout person who believes in the traditions and heritage of India.
Mm.
For me, it was a very pleasant and very positive experience which I had there. But the Chief Minister made a statement that it is a Mrityu Kumbh. I said that Chief Minister, as a political leader, has every right to make comments or make her own analysis on anything happens in the country. I respect it. I may not share her views, but I respect her freedom to say that. In my opinion, it is a Mukti Kumbh, not Murti Kumbh. Or it's a Mrityunjaya Kumbh. I said 52 crores treat it as Mukti Kumbh. Here is one leader who treats it as Murti Kumbh. So it's a 52 crores against one. Let it remain there. I have no comments on that. So I'm trying to find solutions to problems, not problems in solutions.
Even as an as a part of Indian Administrative Service and now as a governor, you have to always convince CMs and ministers and all. Not as a governor, of course, but there always there is a confusion or there is a clash of opinion. There is a difference of opinion with with the governments. Even now, you have to be at loggerheads with the governor, and when you were a part of IAS, you took extra effort to convince ministers over different projects and all. How you manage this power struggle?
You know, the basic principles on which the IAS is based is objectivity, neutrality. If you remain objective, if you remain politically neutral, then it will be possible to convince the ministers. In every file which I have handled, I always give the pros and cons of it. Then leave it to the minister to decide which one he wants. Pros and cons will be there. Even a decision is taken which is beyond law, I'll point it out. You point it out in person. Don't criticize the minister in front of others. Don't try to belittle him. I have been able to manage this throughout my career, especially when I was handling a sensitive position as a secretary to the Chief Minister of Kerala. You know, in his own party, there were different groups. Then the opposition is there. I had no difficulties in handling any of them. We have to establish our credibility or objectivity and neutrality. And secondly, we should study the files very deeply. See, behind every file, there is a human life. There is a human emotion, which cannot be ignored. The small problems should be given big attention. I have always been trying to do that. I have been with the people. That also affects the politicians. So your credibility will also judge. They'll judge you by that. Then, of course, you know, as a matter of principle, everything is not political interference. There is political interference and political action. If an MLA or an MP comes and meets the district collector or tries to put some pressures to get the government policies and programs implemented properly, that is political intervention. It's not political interference. Intervention is different. Interference, we should understand that the empathy should be there. And secondly, I don't listen to recommendations or pressures, but I always respect the right of the politicians. Bring to your notice whatever they want. If you can do it, do it. If you cannot do it, explain it very politely that this is why it cannot be done. Most politicians are satisfied with that. Then some of them are haughty, some of them are arrogant. Well, there are ways of dealing with them.
Rather than being a passive governor, as you yourself has said, rather than being a being in a ceremonial post of a governor, you have started to do so many things as West Bengal governor. For example, you have opened the gates of Raj Bhavan to media. You have started a peace room during election violence in Bengal. You have started to make a cultural bridge between Bengal and Kerala and other states. So, what prompted you to act in a way that most of the governors in our country are not doing. You have started some initiatives. You are doing things.
See, I respect all the governors. They are all doing things in their own way. As far as I am concerned, I would like to be people-centric.
Mm.
A governor's job is not an ornament. Governor's job is to be with the people, help with the people. So when we take the oath, the first part says, I will defend the Constitution of India.
Mm.
The second part is, I will work for the welfare and well-being for the people of the state. Naturally, your concern should be for the people. So I always try to go out with outreach programs to the people. Now the flagship project is Amar Gram. That means my village. I go from village to village, stay with them, especially forest villages, villages dominated by tribals. Spend time with the whole day. We spend time with them, listen to their grievances and try to solve their problems. You see, this time, for the first time in the history of that Rajbhavan, a tribal family were the distinguished guests for the Republic Day. They said that we have never seen a Rajbhavan.
Mm.
See, and then when anything happens, said atrocities, violence, or disasters, train accident, for instance. And the train accident took place where a lot of people died from Bengal. There was one family which lost 3 of her sons. Mother lost 3 of her sons. I didn't go to the main places where the accident took place. I went to their house. It was deep inside Sundarbans.
Mm.
I also go there with some financial assistance for those who want it. And then, when violence takes place, if I have the information earlier, I go there to prevent the violence.
Mm.
After violence has taken place, I go to the hospital to meet the people who are hospitalized and also go to their houses where people are killed. Try to console them, try to help them. Then anybody can talk to the governor anytime. Peace room is for 24/7. There are people to attend the telephone calls. If anybody is keen on talking to the governor directly, I pick up the phone. One instance, I get a call at midnight, 12:30 or so. One man told me, sir, I am from Darjeeling. Some gundas have surrounded my house with bombs. Then nothing was heard. I didn't know what exactly happened. So I told the police. They located the house. They went there. They drove away the hooligans. The next day, this young man comes with his wife and child and told me, sir, but for your interference, my head would not have been on me now. See, this kind of accessibility. See, governors should be accessible.
Mm.
I try to be accessible to the public. That gives me a lot of satisfaction.
Mm. Even as an administrative officer, you have done so many projects in Kerala, especially DTPC, Nirmiti. All these initiatives taken by you had it has such a huge impact in Kerala. Even now, it has created that impact. So, as a governor and before as an administrative officer, as you said right now, you are always people-centric. And what will be your next movement or next idea that you are going to implement in Bengal?
I want to continue my campaign and use my good offices as governor for 2 things. Make Bengal violence-free, corruption-free. The 2 canker that is eating the body politic there are violence and corruption. I think as governor, there is quite a bit which can be done. By these field visits and intervention against violence in the field, quite a lot of improvement is there. For instance, in the last election, the media reported, prior to that, there were about 120 deaths election time. This time it is only 36 or so. They attributed to the intervention of the governor. So such activities I'll continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Don't miss out. Log on to oneindia.com for more updates.